Hello, my name is Chris, and today I'd like to share with you some questions that I recently asked myself to help me stop carrying around negative feelings and thoughts from something which had actually happened hours ago. I'd like to share with you how I helped myself to prevent a bad morning from becoming a bad day or even a bad week. You might be kind of familiar with this, that sense of, okay, you're driving to work in the morning and someone cuts you up in traffic, or there's a massive long traffic jam, and you get really stressed and frustrated about it, but then you get to work and that thing happened hours ago and you're still carrying it around, going, oh my god, this morning was really stressful and I was really worked up about it, and carrying all that stress and negativity around all day, and then one little incident ends up making it a bad day. How was your day? It was really bad. I got cut up in traffic at 9 o'clock in the morning. But what about 10, 11, 12? Yeah, but that affected me for my whole day and I couldn't let it go. So what I want to share with you, it's kind of like what happened to me yesterday that was like that, and the questions that I asked myself so that I could let it go and actually enjoy the rest of my day. Before I do, here is the obligatory reminder that our next monthly live stream hangout is Saturday, October 30th at 6:30 p.m. UK time, which I think for my American friends is around lunchtime-ish. If you're elsewhere, it's obviously going to be different. If you've never been to our live streams, it's a great opportunity for me to get to talk to you directly, answer your questions, find out how you're doing, what's going well for you, what you're struggling with. We can chat about smoking or mental health or pretty much anything you want to talk about. The link for that is in the, I have to think up from down, the card above and the description below. That's the 30th. Today we're talking about how to not let a bad morning become a bad day. To lead into these questions and how I was able to let go of that stress from the morning, I need to kind of tell you about the morning that I had. This literally happened yesterday. I woke up positive, happy, looking forward to my day. Went through my morning routine, and then within an hour I had no electricity at all in my home, and I had to spend 2 hours on the phone to the literally 2 hours. I can show you the things on my phone if you want to tell you how long I was on there for. 2 hours on the phone to the electric company, being put on hold, speaking to people who couldn't understand what I was telling them. People who went, I've just got to pass you on to somebody else. Oh my goodness, it was 2 hours of this just to get electricity on my phone. Then my phone itself broke and I had to fix that. And then I was like, phew, thank goodness all that's over with. Then I was like, I'm going to clean, and then I realised I had no cleaning supplies, and other things happened, and it was just this big catalogue of pretty minor-ish things. Right, I just talked in the other video about capacity. I was quite grateful, my capacity tank was pretty empty, my energy, mental and emotional energy was quite high, so I was able to cope with these things without feeling like, oh my goodness, this is too much, but also while still recognising this is stressful and unpleasant and things are not going well for me at all. I dealt with them, but I still recognised, this is not the greatest morning. In fact, later on in the day, spoke to my lady love, and she said, wow, you've had a really shit morning. I was like, yes, I have. But it was all in the morning. And I got things done. I got the electricity back. I got my phone working. I got my cleaning supplies. And it was all over and over with. But I found then, I went to the shop and I was walking back and I recognised this thing happened ages ago, I'm still carrying it. I'm still telling myself, this is a bad day. I'm still telling myself that was stressful and unpleasant, even though it was all over. You know, it wasn't a bad day, it was an unpleasant morning. But I was still carrying this, and I was allowing it to affect my mood, to affect my judgment, to affect my decision making. I was allowing it to affect my emotional state, my mental state. I said, I don't want to be carrying this around with me all day. So I wrote down some questions. So the first question I asked, and that I think is going to always be useful to ask in these situations, is, when did this actually happen? So think cognitively, when did this actually happen? I'm carrying around all this stress and negativity around something that happened, but when did it happen? And if you think about it, the answer is hours ago. This thing happened hours ago. And that just makes me think, so why am I still carrying it around now? Nothing stressful is going on right now. This happened ages ago. There's nothing bad happening right now. It's not a bad day. It wasn't even a bad morning. It was like a bad couple of hours that's happened ages ago, and I'm still carrying this. So I can start to let it go. And for me, on that particular occasion, that was kind of enough. But I also thought, well, what happens if something did happen and it's still affecting me in some way? So the next question that I asked was, okay, this happened hours ago. Is it having any real impact on my life right now? And for me yesterday, the answer was no. It might have been, I had a really stressful 2 hours on the phone with the electric company and I still didn't have any electricity, in which case, yeah, it's genuinely affecting my life right now, this moment. Or it might be, well, the only way that it's really affecting my life is that I'm allowing it to stick with me. I'm still carrying this crap around. In which case, let it go. Is this thing that happened hours ago actually having is it making any difference to my life right now at all, other than the thoughts that I'm carrying around? Chances are probably not. No, this happened. I got stuck in traffic this morning and I was late for work, but I'm all caught up now and it's fine, and nothing bad has happened since. So leave it in this morning. Recognize this is not a bad day. This was one bad thing that happened. But okay, what about if it is? What if this is impacting my life right now? So then I come to the next question. So I asked, is this affecting my life right now? No, if not, off we go. If so, if it is affecting my life right now, what do I need to know? Is there anything that I can actually do about it? Is there anything, no matter how small, even if it doesn't fix the problem, is there anything that I can do to feel like I am addressing the issue? May not fix it, but is there anything I can do that is at least taking a step towards, look, this is not something that's just out there uncontrollable. I am taking control and I'm dealing with it. If not, if there is absolutely nothing that I can do, then again, why am I carrying this round, thinking about it, ruminating with it? Because if there is nothing I can do to help, then negative thinking and feeling stressed about it isn't going to help either. There is no amount of stress in the world that is going to fix the problem. Only action will do that. So if there's nothing I can do, I can again go, okay, well, what's happened has happened and I need to accept it and just get on as best I can. But maybe there is something that I can do. Okay, yeah, there is something that I can do. So if so, what is that thing? When can I do it? And how can I do it? Well, So my electricity's gone and I've been having loads of problems. So what I can do is change my electricity provider to a better one. So I can do that when I get home, and I'll do that by researching and then phoning some companies. So I've taken ownership of this problem. And when I take ownership of this problem, it's not something I need to stress about any longer. It's not something that I need to keep letting gnaw away at me and affect my mood. Okay, this is not a great thing, but I've got it under control. So I don't need to stress about it. I can move on with my day. My day is now better because I've taken ownership of this problem. My day is now better because I know that there is something that I can do. The final question that I wrote down that I could ask myself, and that you could ask yourself if you find yourself in this kind of situation, is this likely to affect my life in the future? And if so, how and what can I do about it? Because it may be, I'm saying, well, when did this happen? Hours ago. So it's not happening now, so let go of it. But I can't let go of it because it's impacting my life right now. So I'll do something about it. And then I can let it go. But I still can't let it go because it happened hours ago. It's not affecting my life right now, but it is likely to affect my life in the future, and I need to think about that too. So, yes, I got stuck in traffic this morning. I was very late for work. It was okay because I got caught up. So it happened hours ago, and it's not affecting my life in any way, shape or form right now. But the reason I can't let it go is because I know that it probably will. Because at some point later today or tomorrow, my boss is going to come along and tell me off for being late. If I've been late multiple times in the past, maybe I, get a more severe warning or whatever the case may be. So I can't let it go because even though it's not having any physical real world impact right now, it is likely to at some point, and I'm stressing and getting anxious and worrying about that. So I'll ask myself that question: is it likely to affect my life in the future? No. So if it happened hours ago, it's not affecting me now, it's not going to affect me in the future, let it go. Just let it go. And go, okay, this happened, it's over. I have the rest of my day to recalibrate and get better. But if I ask that final question, yes, it is likely to affect my life in the future. Well, okay, let's go back to those other questions. Okay, so is there anything I can do about that? If yes, get it done. If not, let it go. Again, no amount of worrying is going to fix anything. If this thing that happened this morning is going to affect me this evening, sitting around worrying about it all afternoon is not going to stop it from affecting me. All it's going to do is stop me from enjoying the moment that I have right now. All it's going to do is ruin the rest of my day when it really doesn't need to. Worrying won't fix the thing, but maybe action will. And if it will, what is that action? When can I do it? What do I need to have in place in order to do it? Okay, so now I've got a plan. So again, I can let it go. Because I know even though something may happen down the line, I'm prepared for it, and I'm either going to take action to stop it from happening, or at least be able to deal with it in a different way. Those are the questions that I came up with, and I feel like when I went through those questions myself, I was like, yeah, I'm carrying this crap around for no apparent reason, and then I was able to have such a better day, completely free from any stress, completely free from worrying about things. I was just able to get on. And I hope if this has resonated with you, that the next time you experience a similar thing, you're able to ask yourself similar questions. thank you so much for watching today. This feels like it was a shorter video. It may not have been. Either way, the next live stream is Saturday, October 30th, 6:30 p.m. I would love to see you. A couple of things to tell you about. There is my book. It is called Quit Smoking and Be Happy. So if you like the regular content that I normally put out on YouTube, you'd probably like this book too. I also wrote another book years ago. This is my novel. It's called Escape from Acylonia. It's about weird mutant frogs and alcoholism and problems with families and things like that. That's on Amazon too. This is just turning into a big sales pitch. I'll stop talking. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.